Happy Halloween, everybody. I had to do it with the teeth. Alright, as you guys know, if you've been watching part one, if you watched part one, you know I was trying to do a kind of like a Halloween themed RC car. And I had to think really hard on what I wanted to do, and the Mystery Machine, I don't know, it just kind of rang to me. So, anyways, I want to say if you're doing one of these things, to make sure you got a little bit of extra time to put into it. I was running really close, so I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I wanted to do a little more detail in the front right here, and I'll have to do all that later, but I think overall everything turned out really nice. I got the lights put in front and back, storage racks on, and it got it painted. Looks pretty cool, all done in white. I got the side step rails done up in white with a little black detail in there, and I shaved down the exhaust off the side. So certain things I wanted to do, and also I didn't get a chance to fill in this little hole here for the old antennas where they would come out. You really don't need that anymore because of the new technology with radios and stuff. Don't need a big long wire. But yeah, nothing was really hard. A couple things gave me a little bit of a wrestle. Position the top storage rack, but that's pretty much it. Everything went well. Got the rims painted a nice orange to match the logo. So, oh, and then I have a little license plate that says Zoinks. It's kind of a little nod to Shaggy. So, in this video, you're going to see me do the breakdown on what all I had to do to make the van look like this, and then you'll see the running portion of the video. Let's say wheelies galore. Alrighty guys, all that's going to start right now. So one of the first things I like to do to get started with the body, of course you got to wash it really good, but is to deburr all the little pieces here. Sand it down, and possibly get some of the molding lines sanded down a little bit too. That never hurts. Once I do that, then I'm going to open up this package here and get ready to see if I can get my mounting sections proper. Okay, so we got the that deburred. That looks pretty good. So what I noticed here is you can see these dimples right in the front on the hood. So I gotta figure out how to solve that problem without messing up the point here, right in the middle. Because I gotta sand that down. I don't want to be able to scratch this point down too much. So I don't know if you guys have that issue with your lunch boxes, but this one does have some imperfections right here. So I've got to sand that down. I didn't notice that. This one here, this little luggage rack I purchased from China. One of the dealers there had it. I got it off eBay. It was damaged. It had a couple of areas that were scratched. See? So they put it in the description, and one of the little posts were bent. So that's going to be repainted anyways. Probably going to go with a white. This post here for the little light, you sort of see it right there, will not go into these holes here. They just don't go in properly. So I've got to re-drill out those. But once I do that, it should be okay. Alright, let me go ahead and fix this bad boy and we'll get it mounted on that thing. Okay, so we got the holes drilled out. And hopefully I put the holes in the right place, the lines for the holes. Let's see. I'll drop this thing on here. Not bad. I'll bounce it up a little bit. Make those little slight adjustments. Alright, pretty cool. So you can sort of see right here, I got the bump removed off this point, nice and smooth. And there's that little bump right there from the molding process when they're putting those little posts in. So, okay guys, now what I want to also do is kind of customize the little rims a little bit. So I removed some material. I basically just drilled out some holes in here where you'll see it's not been drilled out, but it's kind of gives you the impression of it. So I went ahead and actually drilled them out. The thing that you want to know though, you are going to weaken your rims up if you're going to do this modification. The drill bit I use is a 1/8 inch. I don't go no bigger. I go exactly to 1/8 inch, and that just goes in perfectly in that slot with just a little bit of room left in there. So if you're going to hit a lot of bumps and stuff like that, I would suggest not to do this modification. I'm just going to run mine from time to time, and so I think it'll be just fine. Alright guys, as you can tell, the rims are painted orange like I needed. Check them out, they look pretty good. Used the Rust-oleum, real orange it's called. Alright, so the primer's on there. Next step, paint. I've got the van painted up. So I got to do a little bit more paint on it, and then it should be pretty good. Then I got to paint the front grille. Got to get that all painted up because it has to be more like that. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and start applying the decals. So the paint looks really good. Got the front end done, back end's done. So now we just got to put this bad boy right there. So I got the rack painted all white. The frost white color I was trying to do. The problem is now when I go to mount the rack, I didn't think about the mounting hole. The window is blocking the path for the stem to go through. So now I got to mark that area and drill that zone out, which means I have to take the whole window out to put the window back in. A few obstacles, I gotta go ahead and get the piece of plastic I got right there, gotta take that off as well. And so now I have the exhaust and running boards for the bottom of the lunch box. I'm going to remove the exhaust. I know some of you guys are like, why are you doing that? I just feel like there's just too much going on with this van. So we're going to remove the exhaust stack, and it'll look pretty good. And then we're going to paint the running board. Probably going to go with a white on this section, and then a black for the top portion right here. Should look pretty good. Alright, so now the step rails are pretty much done. Just gotta mount them. Alright, so now the running portion. Wheelies never get tired, so I'm telling you. That one and the, what's the other one? The Midnight Pumpkin. Just a bunch of silly machines. We'll do a little off-roading. Just things I don't want to smash the car to bits. And a little speed pass probably. Bring it all down. So speed's around, I guess, maybe in 16 miles an hour. So it's not bad. I'm running it with just the, you know, the stock motor and a just a typical nickel metal hydride battery pack, 2000 milliamp. There we go. That's our Mr. Machine. Let's bring her on in. And that's going to be a wrap for this bad boy. I want to thank you guys for watching my videos. Please hit a like. I would love for you to subscribe. Got a whole lot of cool stuff coming up. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.